If I had given up, there would be no Kim Hye Yoon today. This heartfelt confession by actress Kim Hye Yoon is more than just a closing remark in an interview. It opens the door to a story of resilience, where the spotlight of fame was forged in the quietest, darkest corners of personal doubt. Amid the wave of rising young Korean actors, Kim Hye Yoon wasn't a name destined for immediate stardom. But her performance in Lovely Runner, the unexpected sensation of Korean television in 2025, catapulted her into the A-list. Behind the glittering success, however, is a long, quiet journey where a girl once questioned whether her dreams were ever meant to come true. I wasn't sure acting was the right path. Success is always the visible part. The submerged reality, as Kim Hye Yoon shared in a recent interview with Herald Economic, involved years of minor roles, countless auditions, and accepting any project offered, even a budget short film. I used to ask myself how much longer I would be playing supporting roles. I even questioned whether acting was the right career for me, she admitted. That uncertainty isn't unique. According to the Korean Institute for Popular Culture Studies, 2023, only about 4% of acting school graduates can sustain a living through acting within the first 5 years. Kim Hye Yoon was part of the 96%. Instead of waiting for a breakthrough, she began creating small daily habits, working out, watching films, and refining her craft. Those little efforts were eventually rewarded, she reflected, expressing deep gratitude for the version of herself who endured the silence before the applause. How unrequited love shaped her acting. Interestingly, one of the most powerful elements behind Kim Hye Yoon's moving performance in Lovely Runner was an unlikely source, her own experience with unrequited love. She shared that she had once fallen for someone who never returned her feelings. While she claimed to have learned little from that memory, it became an emotional reservoir for portraying Sol, the girl who travels back in time to save the man she loves from tragedy. I considered Sunjae to be the person I loved the most on screen, so all my emotions came out naturally, she said. That authenticity became the emotional anchor of her character. Audiences were drawn not because Sol was perfect, but because she felt heartbreakingly real. Kim's ability to portray the awkwardness, longing, and excitement of young love made the role resonate deeply with viewers. Byun Woo-seok may shine, but Kim Hye Yoon was the anchor. A striking element of the series' success was the on-screen chemistry between Kim Hye Yoon and her co-star Byun Woo-seok. From glances and gestures to emotionally charged scenes, their connection felt organic, so much so that viewers began speculating about a real-life romance. Yet, when praised for helping Byun Woo-seok shine, Kim humbly denied the credit. He was always destined to succeed. The fact that we worked together was just a coincidence, she said. Instead, she praised him for making her feel comfortable and allowing her to perform naturally. He supported me like an older brother next door, she added. This subtlety reflects what some call silent leadership in acting, a form of reactive performance that amplifies a scene partner rather than stealing the spotlight. It's a nuanced skill that only truly capable actors possess. Dating rumors and irresistible synergy. Their on-screen harmony led to persistent rumors of an off-screen romance. Whether in behind-the-scenes footage, interviews, or social media interactions, fans couldn't help but suspect something more. Kim Hye Yoon quickly addressed the rumors, stating, "We're just close colleagues who work well together." Regardless of the truth, it's undeniable that the two created one of the most memorable drama couples of 2025, a pairing that captured not just hearts but headlines across Asia. Growth born from shadows. What sets Kim Hye Yoon apart from many of her peers isn't just her talent but her honesty and self-awareness. In an industry obsessed with curated perfection, she speaks candidly about the nights she wanted to quit, the days she felt left behind, and the moments she doubted her worth. She doesn't position herself as a victim of adversity, but as someone who grew through it. If I had given up, there would be no Kim Hye Yoon today, she said, not with pride, but with a quiet reverence for the journey that shaped her. Conclusion. In Korea's fiercely competitive entertainment world, where hundreds of new faces debut each year, Kim Hye Yoon's rise isn't a stroke of luck. It's the result of perseverance, emotional intelligence, and the rare ability to turn personal experiences into powerful performances. If Byun Woo-seok was the breakout star of the 2025 spring TV season, then Kim Hye Yoon was the steady flame, slow burning but enduring. And sometimes, it's those quiet flames that last the longest. In the glittering world of Korean entertainment, where romance often exists in real rather than real life, it's rare for an actress to openly reflect on her private emotions, especially when those emotions stem from pain. But Kim Hye Yoon, the breakout star of Lovely Runner, has done just that. In a candid revelation, the actress shared that she once experienced unrequited love, a quiet, personal heartbreak that, unbeknownst to many, may have quietly shaped the most iconic performance of her career. And suddenly, everything about her portrayal of Im-sul, a girl madly in love with a boy fated to die, makes sense. A love that was never returned. I once went through unrequited love, but I didn't learn much from it, Kim Hye Yoon confessed in a recent interview. The statement was casual, almost dismissive. Yet it revealed a depth of experience that few actresses are willing to discuss. There was no dramatic backstory, no fairy tale twist, just the quiet ache of loving someone who didn't love her back. But rather than bitterness, her tone carried an almost serene acceptance. In the entertainment world, where image is everything, Kim's honesty stood out like a scar left uncovered. And perhaps, it is this scar that lent her the emotional resonance to play Im-sul with such piercing realism. Turning heartbreak into art. In Lovely Runner, Kim plays a devoted fan who travels back in time to save her favorite idol, Sunjae. Her character is fueled by pure, unconditional love, precisely the kind of love that leaves you vulnerable. What resonated most with audiences wasn't the fantasy or time travel, it was Sol's unmistakable sincerity. Her stares lingered too long. Her voice trembled at all the right moments. Her heartbreak didn't feel written, it felt remembered. Unrequited love is one of the hardest human emotions to translate on screen. It demands a balance of restraint and intensity, of wanting something with all your heart but knowing you can't have it. And Kim nailed it. She didn't act like she was in love, she was in love. One netizen commented on a viral scene from episode 10, where Sol tearfully begs Sunjae not to leave. The scene earned over 5 million views in just 3 days on TikTok alone. A new kind of K-drama heroine. Kim Hye Yoon's confession also invites a broader reflection. Has K-drama finally outgrown the one-dimensional candy girl heroine? Im-sul is emotional, yes, but she is not pitiful. She is persistent, but not pathetic. And the subtlety with which Kim plays her suggests a lived-in understanding of silent suffering. In a market oversaturated with cookie-cutter characters, Kim's performance feels refreshing because it doesn't try to dazzle, it tries to tell the truth. According to Seoul-based drama critic Park Min-jae, what makes Kim Hye Yoon powerful is that she doesn't need grand speeches or tragedy to make you cry. She understands the quiet kind of love that most of us are too afraid to talk about. This groundedness may stem from her past, the very unrequited love she now speaks of so lightly. But instead of letting it define her as a person, she transformed it into emotional fuel.